All right. Reach. Mandem, here is what is happening. Speak English, Brian. Speak English. Well, upper research went into garbage because, boom, yeah, we're currently second place in the league. I think we'll retain that spot. Um, if you see here, I was expecting to go up against June Poe, Vera, Verrazano, Fight on AC, and then me. But it's now Fight on AC, OSM, Excelsior, and nobody else because Verrazano seemed to have put all the athletes on minus. Didn't see him as a threat. This ain't really a club, and this club has died. Rest in peace, man. RIP. If you go to the athlete section, you should see no athletes. Yeah, they've been nuked. Mind you, this is the team that gave me all that challenge in the previous video. Defending home turf, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am a bit familiar with how the events happened. There's just one last thing that's left. Um, should I wait for it? Should I spoil the video and go live? Nah, fam. I ain't reliving anything either, too. I ain't trying to wait on anything. 12.10, big season's best, 11.99 PB. The athlete, in my opinion, he's on form. Now, if I ask him to run my pattern, my how I want him to run, he wins. Not only wins, gets a PB. So, big 12-10, very, 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 very proud. Shout out to the Jesus. Shout out to the Mexicans. Caitlin Summers gets a personal best. Previous PB was 13.40. Now it's 13.38. It was a close run between Amy and Caitlin, but shout out to Amy. I'm sorry, to Caitlin Summers, who showed that, you know what, she had the grit. You know what I mean? She's that girl. You know what I mean? Yes, Antonio Haynes made his debut for the club this season. 26.54. Had to put him on a plus to see if he could probably try to snap a point. But didn't happen. Not disappointed. What I'll say is the Hellas athlete didn't get sold, so the Hellas athlete will return to the 200 meters. Woo! Let me do that live. Yeah, the athletes at a place on the market. I think the last time we spoke. I did it already. Good, good, good. It seems nobody wants my athletes. Me no shame, but me shame. So I guess I'll make them a bit more interesting, and hopefully they appear more interesting to other individuals for them to purchase them. But for now, um, yeah, they they are here. They have a home, and I will continue to groom them to get them to where they need to be. You know what I mean? Becoming elite. 7 o'clock, running the 200 meters. Told her not to run this race. I think her last race she did 28 and some very small change, big personal best. So we gave her a breather. You know what I mean? Gave her a little breather. And very, 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 very proud. 57.90 PB. Not really a big PB for me personally. Let me take a look to see. Hold on, that he is, yeah, he's eighth in the world based on that 58 time, and now with that 57.9, he will jump to seventh if everything else stands the same. Um, disappointed and happy simultaneously because yeah, to come back and only run 58.14 and then finally be sub 58. I should be extremely happy. And if I'm being completely honest, I am talented athlete. there's a lot more to come from him. 17 now, been just now for approximately 3 years in Maxithlon years. And yeah, will I sell him? Nope. He is my project and I'm sticking with him. Carry Angels in about athlete like wow. That is it. Big up Jamaica. Anyways, Benito, nothing to something. Still have some time. We have some work to do. Okay, that's how they come from the water and the fan. Alright, come here, no, no. What is freaking out, man? Anyways, 57-9. Okay. Another win. Very happy with the win. Think she only run to win. So at least I think that there's a sub 50, sorry, sub 1 minute in there. PB, I allowed him to go after it. He is not only the personal, does not only a personal best, but no officially a club record. Let me show you know if I am correct. Yeah, I think I'm correct. New club record holder is now an American. Where is it? Yeah. From 1874 now to 1869. He's gonna chill for the remainder of the season. I think he's what, 21? So that will be his bench time. Better yet, that's the time that I want this athlete to hold for the remainder of the season. Well, next up a Mexican. That is it. And hopefully that he can represent the country at the Continental Under 21 Championships. Woo! Yeah, we don't have a good track record there, but we'll work with it. Similar scenario following. Let's see. Nationally, but let me see. Let me see another one. With that time, what's that time she just did? 1926. Is slow, you know? She never make top 30. Holy power, I forgot to here. Uh-uh. But 1926 pull her in the top 50 if everything still the same. Sprinter team up. Everybody, you know? Everybody. Hey, proud of them, you know? Oh, okay. I look for something, I mean, I saw my go Let me a coat, you know. All right, big season best. That's good. Yeah, just ran to win. Personal best. The thing about this athlete, I expected so much more with this. You know what I mean? Good baseline, this and the third. 114, sorry, 214.65. Very, very good time. Uh, beating out his 215.40. I think what increased was his experience just today, and his final sprint did go up. So I'm very happy about that. It's to see the athlete, I guess now gradually increase over the rest of the season. I know he's not going to increase much next race. Um, here now thinking whilst the other on the line, I need to take a look here, seeing that yeah, it's cemented. Yeah, we 24 points. Harry Chandler. Yes! I somewhat get a break. I was hoping to go up against Big June Poe. I'm not going up against June Poe. June Poe is unfortunately dead. Darn. It's so crazy, man. Alright. Y'all probably gonna see some live upper research. So, Great Beans, not a threat. King's AC, not a threat. Schmerdles, respectfully, not a threat. Tempe, not a threat. OSM, Mile High, eh. Lorenzo, I think I saw what they were doing. So the only people I should be looking out for is Verrazano, Miley, OSM, and somewhat strangely enough, Schmerdl's Athletics cars. Third place last time. Listen, I'm a bit disappointed. Disappointed. Let me tell you why I'm disappointed. Because I could, yeah, I'm reaping what I'm sowing right now. With all the hard work I've done within the last few seasons, not just with the last season in terms of making the key changes for this season, but there's no real true fight. You know what I mean? It's coming a bit easier. The fight I'm expecting is genuinely against Cascade, and will I lose? Yes, but I'm going to make it seem like I conceded. So the day when I genuinely buck up in a Cascade, mate, I dare me I go just all minus and say, my athletes were taking a little jog, because you're really and truly, they need it. This is now the second meet where if you can probably see they're actually running. Are they running my plan or they're running their plan? They're running their plan. Let me clarify what I mean by that. When an athlete runs on minus, it's my instruction. Do not do anything really. You know what I mean? Don't go to your way. Just finish the race. Shout out to Olivia. Just finish the race. When they run on equal, I say, yo, that's your plan. Run your own race. Do whatever makes you comfortable. You might get a PB. Got a PB. Huge one, by the way. He's getting comfortable. Very proud. Shout out to Ethan Walton. Now, plus my plan. For example, you tell an athlete upon his 200, they say, you know what? Start is key. Boom, get out of the blocks. Drive phase. Or to go about 45 meters to the drive phase to the 200. And once you're out of your drive phase, I want you to be a little bit comfortable. Go through the motions. And at the 110-meter mark, you super press on the gas. You start pressing into the ground a bit harder. You're leaning a little more. And you do the curve already. You're off the curve. You're practical on the street. You're running like 100 meters. You just give it everything. If you have a poop to get faster and reach the line quicker, you do it. And and you see when you reach five meters to the line, start book. And you see that dance there where Michael Jackson I go, let you in the day, she got another one there. I don't want where you miss it on the viral thing, everybody a book. You just book. Book for the line. And you see when you win, you can give me a hug and put medal around my neck and I say, no, you deserve it. And then me put it back on for you and you go through. You see me? And that is the pre. That is the plus. Big season's best. Very big season's best actually. I win too, innit? Dylan Prince things. Is it an inconsistent thing? Not necessarily. And this is a very personal best. What them know about the athlete? Friends to find an athlete from let me take out my geography now. I'm sure that country is Estonia. Hey, SD, 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 SD. Hey, SD, 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 SD. Say it there. Hey, 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 hey. Shout out to Estonia, man. Yeah, man. They can't beat me. Have homegrown talent like this, returning to an American club, running great things. But man, finally, hey, yo, set her free chat. Now she feel like she can bust through any little line, isn't it? Athlete are running and do right thing, man. Star. PB again, yes. Finally a PB for Erin. Shout out to the young star. Is she competitive for under minus though? When I really think about it, highly unlikely. One day I'll allow her to do a equal, probably closer. but are really continental, so I shouldn't be looking at the world. Ha, after the first word, yeah, man. They would have a star athlete as of still. I mean, I talk about them Estonian athletes. Them American, yeah. How do they look at thing? Is she as good as Sophia? Hell nah. And that's disrespectful. Hell to the no. Alright. Good job, Castro. Um, yeah. Winning is not that much important anymore. Second time below 230, by the way. Shout out to the athlete. Yeah, she is gonna now be on a plan. Sophia Silva. She has established herself. She has a really good time. I think that will keep her in the top 30 within the continent. She's below 21. So I'm hoping. Let me clarify. Because for the first time in a very long time, she is not the country's number one. But on the continent, she is the number two. So, ain't not much to do. Um, yeah, I don't really have to do much with the athlete. I don't see anybody surpassing her. I'm going to put her on a minus plan. Regardless of what I want to compete in the league, I want this athlete to have medals. I want her to get medals because she's talented. So far, she has represented the country, but no medals internationally, you know? Fourth at the Continental Junior Championship, 16, no, that's the individual, and then seventh at the World Junior Championship. It's time to improve on fourth and probably even get a second place. And that's me pushing it as much as I'd love to say, you know what, we can beat that American. Um, they found a really good athlete. Yeah, man. Email Michaels on the minus plan doing his thing. Very proud. PB again by sharing it out a few seconds. Hopefully, she'll be under the hour mark eventually. Nice, Jasper. Good job. Paige Keller 206. That's nice. Yep. Yep. Five second. No, this is yeah. It's third or fourth time under the 5 hour mark. That's fire. 1.27. Close to the PV. 128. Close to the PV of 0.92. 2.38. Listen, that equal is almost like a breather, yeah? Ooh, 2.71 on a minus is crazy. Over the 5 mark for the second time. File. 332 minus. Nice. 837 PB. Disappointed. 7.95 minus. Disappointed. 12.65. Just getting some points. 12.52. Close to that 12.6. That's nice. 41.98. Anything you do, me tech. Yeah, general 33.91. Last time training for the club. 45.40 on an equal. Yeah. Fail at that 49-meter mark. No, getting back to reality. You know what I mean? 36.54. Big PB. Shout out to the athlete. Shout out to Italy. 47.39. Little disappointed. Hoping for 48, but we'll take this. Here, just looking through again. Before I go to the next one, I'm here saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get the athletes to do a breather. No, I'm in so many minds right now. I will enter the athletes closer to probably a day before we meet, probably Friday next week, and look to see how they're feeling in terms of the form, and go from there. Do a little upper research. As I said, they did the minus this whole meet. You do see a few PBs here and there, but they didn't look like a threat, which was so weird. You know what I mean? Y'all not seeing the points and how close it was. At this point, we're leading by around 18 points. Shout out to Angelina. Probably should have kept one of the things open so I could actually see final score. Oh, Cool and Deadly. Finish the race. I call Cool and Deadly. The 110 hurdler. Not disappointed. Didn't really do much. 409, expect a 407. 433 score is crazy. Sorry, a little tired. And then you have this now. I ain't really going through that really. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Points up, points, win again. Yeah, man, we really dominated this meet. Hardly anything. I think this is one that we lost. Yeah, get the bronze. And lastly, first again. Boy, this look too routine. Respectfully. All right. Um, as I mentioned before, second in the table. First again. Um, sorry. I need to think. I really need to sit and think. As you can see the drop off. That is so disappointing. Like, how you go from 10 to 4? You're acting like me now. Like, I'm the type of person who just show up for 1 meter this whole calendar. Every year, annually, for them to just qualify for the international meets. But I am not over that. I planned to do a lot this season and actually compete. But who am I competing against? Who? Cascade, who arguably is the best team now on paper, outside of the former June Poe. It was supposed to be Cascade and June Poe. And then I'll probably finish third saying, you know what, this game is rigged, but this game is no longer rigged. June Poe is gone. June Poe is gone. I'm sad, man. 6 minutes. Yeah, we got lots more points than the previous one. So, anyways, look at the athletes even now, just to have a better understanding. Okay, someone in farm get chopped up from 20 to 19, from 18 to 17. Yeah, the athletes are tired. Even me, I said that me tired though. We have some work to do. We're gonna get to work now. Yeah. So the question really is now ending. Are we going up this season? The answer is I don't know. This feels too easy. Something is wrong. I am skeptical. Adios.